Στο TV War του Mad και του Metal Hammer στα παρασκήνια του Fuzz Club υποδεχόμαστε ένα από τα ανώνυμα φαντάσματα των Ghost. Hello, welcome to Greece.
Thank you very much.
Well, a year ago, nobody knew about Ghost. Now it seems that your band is one of the hottest names in the whole rock and roll scene. I believe that your Lord must be very pleased. You spread his message quite successfully, right?
Yes, he's very pleased, and that kind of fulfills our purpose, sort of.
So, what is more important to you, the music or the message, or the music is the message?
Very good question, because it's our basic task is to entertain, using fundamental aesthetics and messages that are diabolical, and well, obviously the music has a grave importance, and I think it's a very much a synergy between lyrics being a message and music being a tool to which the passion sort of derives through. And well, the visuals are basically there to sum it all up, and we have instances in order to make it a smelly thing as well. So it's sort of a masturbation for all senses.
Okay, great. Would you say that music, your music, the music that you are playing, of course there is a huge amount of quality in there, but on the other hand, it's very easy listening, it's very mellow. Are you doing this purposely in order to catch a broader audience and to spread the word of your Lord?
I would say yes. The songs that we're playing are in a metal underground perspective, they are very, very easily listened to. They're easy to comprehend. Whereas if you're coming from a slightly non-underground metal background, there are a lot of things, a lot of elements within the music that are would be found quite odd and like intricate in terms of bridges and stuff that aren't really they're atonal. And so I think that it depends a little bit on from which background you come from. Obviously, we started out as an underground band. We are still sort of an underground band, but it transcended beyond that, and I cannot see it any other way that it's a result of the devil helping us with it.
Okay, many well-famous musicians have wore the mark of Ghost. James Hetfield, the guys from Cathedral, from Amorphis, Brian Slagel himself. Will they burn in hell for this?
I think that they were basically burning already, but now they got a front seat.
Mm-hmm. So how important is for a band like Ghost to attain your anonymity? I mean, I suppose that's very difficult nowadays on the internet at times, that information travels very fast to attain anonymity. Is this that important for you?
Yes, it's. I mean, initially, the thing was that we wished to remain anonymous in order for the show to be all that we want. We basically want everybody that attends a show of ours to step inside a sphere, inside of an element, and like an environment where you don't. Where like individualism does not really apply. Obviously, we have our singer, the Pope, Papa Emeritus, which he is an individual character, but that goes along with basically the human psyche has a lot of trouble. It has a lot of problems grasping something if it's not really clear. And he had to step up, be the leader, whereas all of us behind him, sort of, or around him, steps back in terms of not being individually. We don't want our individual selves to stain the experience. But obviously, as you say, I mean, nowadays it's virtually impossible to do it like in infinite. It's really hard work, but that makes it fun. That makes it a lot of it's a big challenge to trying to maintain it, and I think that will serve what we're doing very well. And speculations on the internet, or some of them are close, some of them are false. I mean, just as long as we don't step out and say, "Oh, it's me," I think we're maintaining that.
Okay. Well, have you ever faced any serious trouble because of your satanic stance?
In terms of being threatened? Or?
Yes.
No.
Threatened or censored?
Not that we know of. There's been a lot of mainstream radio in, at least in Scandinavia, that has been airing and playing our songs. So there's no real censorship, but I think that obviously there are going to be a lot of medias that wouldn't even want to touch this band because it's not appropriate. It's not clean, and that kind of goes along with as well what I was saying, that as much as we work towards growing the band and the concept and the shows to some place where what you would refer to as big or commercial. That's because basically the show that we wish it to do in the end requires a sort of room or a theater that will require that so and so many people come to see this. And but I think that there's probably some sort of roof. There's a ceiling where our actual concept will not allow us to go into a lot of the saloons that you would normally do if you were like a mainstream band. So.
Okay, last question. When are we going to listen to new music from Ghost? Will you tour extensively to promote Eponymous, or will there be any new music soon?
We are actually right now in the process of pre-producing. Fancy word, but it's basically we've recorded a lot of demos, and we're working through all the material, and we're going to start recording now a week from now, I think it is. So it's going to be a new album recorded, but as of now, we don't know exactly when it's going to be out because it depends a bit on our touring schedule, and but between March and May, I would say, just before summer next year, it's going to be a new album out.
Okay, so that was it. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best for the future. Enjoy success. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you very much.